welcome back. Let's talk to two content creators. They are twin. Fantastic. So if you love a bit of, I don't want to use that word, but I would like them to do it themselves. So these two incredible people, they remind you, if you've ever watched the movie Bridgerton or the series Bridgerton, that's what they remind you of. But they have this dimension or this approach to it where they use biblical representation to do their, to display their artistry in that sense. So without further ado, let's bring them in. Victor Eke, comedian, content creator, as well as Prevailer Eke, comedian, also content creator, but they are known by the name Britishtwinz. They are joining us from Owerri capital. I'm so excited to see both of you. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okay, so let's begin with, so you can sound like Nigerian, first of all. Are we correct?
Affirmative, yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
So you were born and bred in Owerri. So I want to put all the data out there. Tell us, where were you born? Where were you raised in?
Well, we were born in an island called Bonny Island in River State. So we were born and brought up in Owerri, like you said.
Yeah.
Okay, I know Bonny Island is in River State. Fantastic. So tell us how you got into all of this, because a lot of people watch your stuff. I've watched Bridgerton, the entire series. I'm waiting for them to bring even other sequel to Bridgerton. And I saw your content, I was like, wow, this is really, really impressive. Walk us through your journey.
Okay, so right from when we were in nursery school, so always had this passion for the British accent and the British culture and everything. So we have been, rehearsing with it, watching so much of British shows,
entertainment,
yes, entertainment, things like that.
It took us years of practice and continuation, doing stuff like that, talking, communicating.
Yeah.
Just basically everything we do.
Yeah.
We infuse it in our daily lives.
Yeah.
That's how we gained the proficiency in the British accent.
Yeah.
I can see you're literally struggling to get in and out of character in that sense. So, and I see that both of you, who is the better talker here? Who is influencing who?
Okay, so I'm going to spill it out there. My brother, Victor, he's very much of a talker. He's very much of a talker. I used to be the introverted one growing up, but he brought out the.
I had to lure her out of it because
he's a bad influence. Yes. He gossips a lot.
No, I'm a good influence. Please.
Yes, he's a good influence.
I can see that you both bring out the best in each other. I've watched your content and I'm fascinated by the uninterrupted flow of the gossip. So my first question to you is, who does all of that scripting? It's a lot of work.
Yeah, the thing is that there's actually no
script.
There's no script. When you've been with somebody all your life, it looks like you can tell what they're about to say next.
Yeah.
So you get it. So
by default, we just know what each other's good, like what we're going to say next. And for me, I think it's more of our daily life.
Yeah.
It's more of our daily life.
Exactly.
But we do not gossip as our daily life.
No, we don't gossip as our
daily life.
Yes, we're just experts in spreading important information.
Yes.
Brilliant. And so there's also a huge gospel content in a lot of your content, and that's also impressive. So what informed that, part of the message that you put out?
In this recent times, in this generation, rather, this age and time, we found the need to put out more gospel content out there because we're Christians, and so far our journey has been God-given, God-inspired, and God's really seen us through up until this moment. So we just wanted to let the world know that we're Christians and we are proud of our faith.
And then again, since we've noticed that because we're trying to catch them young for Jesus, just as we are, So we've noticed that when it comes to studying the gospel Bible, I will not lie, it's kind of boring sometimes.
Yeah.
So we have to, mechanize creative way to put it out there that draws their interest and attention to engage. So that's just how it is.
Let me just say that when you guys are in Lagos, you have to come to the studio. We need to have a proper sit down and just scatter this studio as it is in that sense. But I know that you guys have your academics going on for you as well. By the way, we'll still settle down and just allow you guys to do your banter, because I think it is really beautiful to watch, right? But I just want to talk about, your other life pursuits, academics, work, and the viability of what you're doing as well. I know you put up a post in April about your IT defense at the Federal Polytechnic Nekede. So speak to us about your academics and the viability of what you're doing.
Currently, I'm a final year student at the Federal University of Technology, Owerri, where I'm currently studying biomedical engineering in the Faculty of Engineering and Engineering Technology. So it's not been easy trying to balance academics and content creation.
Yeah.
And plus, I'm also into fashion, because I'm very enthusiastic about fashion.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been easy doing that, but with God, all things are possible. And striving to make good grades as well. I prioritize my education, of course. So sometimes we do take breaks, especially when we are having serious school or academic work.
Okay.
So we do take breaks.
So, and I'm also currently a student of the Federal Polytechnic Nekede, studying mass communication under the School of Information Communication Technology. So just like my sister said, it has been quite a journey. It has been quite a journey balancing education and then content creating. But we just thank God that we have that He supplied us the strength to do so, because definitely it has just been Him all through, balancing education and then content creation
and work as well.
Then work as well, because we are also fashion designers.
Fashion designers.
So,
yes.
That's just beautiful. You're just, you represent the Nigerian spirit, really. Multifaceted, multi-skilled. That's beautiful. Welcome back from the Met Galilee. I know while others went to the Met Gala, you guys went to Met Galilee. So we just want to listen to you banter. I know I've spoken to twins who say they can't imagine what it is like not having a twin. So they always pity the rest of us that, how do you guys survive? You don't have a twin? Come on, life must be boring for you. So I don't know what your next content is about, but I want you guys to give us a sneak peek. Just do your banter, because I think you guys provide a breath of fresh air with what you do.
Okay, so we're going to walk you through it. Victor,
yes.
Have you heard? I heard today is quite a very important day at the Federal University of Technology, Owerri.
Important day at the Federal University of Technology, Owerri? What's going on there?
I hear the students are having their examination today, especially the final years.
Really?
They've been reading all through. It's been a whole lot trying to balance, coming online, posting memes and engaging with your friends, and also going back to the boring life of reading.
To the boring life.
Nigerians do not like to read.
You know, the funny thing is that who actually reads these days? We just go slam through the books and then write whatever comes into your brain.
So then there's ChatGPT.
Oh,
It does everything for them.
We just have to give recognition.
Okay.
Thank God in ChatGPT for my certificate.
All right, fantastic work.
ChatGPT.
Oh, boy.
Get there. When are you guys coming to Lagos?
I think they have to come to Lagos.
When are you coming to
Absolutely.
Lagos?
So they'll get full value for what you do. So when will you come to Lagos? We have to bring you to Lagos somehow.
When are you guys coming to Lagos?
And somehow we have to, come on that bird that flies.
I think it's called an aeroplane.
I think it's called an aeroplane.
An airplane.
Look at these people.
Okay, welcome back from...
When are you coming to Lagos, guys?
But we're going to keep in touch with both of you to ensure you come to Lagos, because that's when we'll get the full value of what you do. It's quite incredible. It's just as Sky said, breath of fresh air, watching you gossip, in a Bible way. I don't know whether that is a good thing to combine in that sense. Okay, Victor AK as well as Rivella AK, comedian content creators. They are known as Britishtwinz. Thank you so much for joining us all the way from Owerri, the Imo State capital. Thank you. We'll definitely have you guys physically here to enjoy everything that you do on social media. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
We are
so much.
very grateful.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, guys, so that's it. But a few messages I'm seeing on our email, but literally all of them are the same, talking about us asking the minister who has, we're done with that conversation, but let's put it on record. They're asking the minister about NPAR and when their stipends will be paid. So they say there are backlogs or arrears in that sense that has not been paid. So, Honorable Minister, in case you're still watching or your people are watching, the NPAR people are asking questions as to when their monies will be paid, and it will be nice to respond so we can give them this feedback, what your response will be.
Absolutely. I think it just points to the challenge of sustainability as well. Some of these things are started by the previous administration, and then another government comes in. Maybe they try to settle it, but somehow they're still outstanding. So it's important for at least the ones you have promised, the ones you have put in the system, ensure that you fulfill all of the promises made or the obligations, and we can find a way to talk sustainability. So that's very, very important to the minister.
We really do need to get the Honourable Minister back. And another concern is, education for children in the IDP camps. That's another very huge concern. Time and again, when these camps are visited, we just see the children, loitering about. All they do is play, and the concern of safety as well. So we need the government to develop a program of continuing education for children in the IDP camps to take out that threat of radicalism, particularly for those ones in the north.
Okay, fantastic. That's it for the program. But let me remind Nigerians, it's about maybe 2 weeks or so to May the 29th. So this is my little admonition. Go online, download Renewed Hope Agenda, the manifesto that brought this president into power. It's an 80-page document. Go from page to page, sector to sector, so you can assess whether they are doing what they said they would do or they are failing at it. That's the only way you can actually know whether it's fulfilling his promise or it's failing at his promise. And that's a fair way to look at governance midterm of Bola Tinubu and his team, our president.
And that's not to forget as well, we give a lot of time to the president, rightly so, because he holds most of the powers, but we give some time to the governors.
Yeah.
So find a way to get the manifesto.
For the ones that have manifesto.
Right. The state governors, where you're at, even your lawmakers. It's time to sit them down and say, okay, what have you achieved?
How far?
Yeah.
How far? All right, thank you so much for your time and company. I'm Jeffrey Uzoma. Bye-bye.
And don't forget, Sunrise Daily is up next. Thank you for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow. I am Bukola Koka.
And I'm Kaido Kikelu. Goodbye.